A viewer requested for this video, and I was like, sure, why not? If you guys feel like I'm missing out on stuff, or there's stuff I haven't talked about or made a video about, you're more than welcome to put those suggestions in the comments down below. I'll come to them when I do have the time. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what status augments are and what exactly statuses do in Tanki Online. Now, we all remember that era of Tanki Online where status augments were the meta. You couldn't run into a game without running into a few people that had at least some sort of status aug equipped, paired with the old Paladin OD and, like, you know, the current meta abusing that was part of that time. But now they have pretty much died out, and a lot of people still don't know what every status does in Tanki Online. So I was like, why not just dedicate an entire video to breaking them all down? So for the first one, we'll talk about Cryo. Now, this is the augment. Unfortunately for the video, I haven't exactly used the Cryo augment. I've just basically used Shock Freeze, a more buffed version of freezing. But the main premise is every time you hit a crit shot, you freeze the enemy, also disabling their double damage, which is extremely important to know because a lot of players don't know that when you freeze someone, you remove their double damage as a whole. Now, moving on to the next status is the fire status, and that does exactly what the name says. It burns the enemy. Now, every time you do hit a crit shot, the enemy tank burns. It depends how many you're hitting. If you're using like a hammer, dragon breath, and you hit multiple people, you can burn multiple people at a time. Same with freeze. If you could freeze multiple people at a time if you hit your crit shot. Now, for this fire status effect, it's actually one of the better ones out there because it overall increases your DPS compared to any other status. Other statuses do give you a small little buff over the enemy, but fire in particular just gives you more damage output in the end game. Now, not to make this video super long and sound extremely nerdy, I'm gonna just rapid fire all of these. Jammer effect basically removes any extra status effect that is given from a drone, aka Defender's double armor, Booster's double damage, or Trickster's double speed. Now, when you do shoot an enemy with a critical shot, that status gets completely removed, making them somewhat similar to a Hyperion or a Brutus user. Next, Toxic Mix, aka the AP status effect. This status completely removes the double armor, allowing you to do maximum amount of damage to the enemy. That's if you hit your crit shot. Moving on to the most notorious status effect, aka the stun status effect. It is actually one of the most annoying ones, only because it's the only status effect that could disable overdrives if you hit your crit shot really, really precisely. Now, this shot can get really annoying, and a lot of players might actually focus you because of you using that status effect. And last but not least, let's talk about EMP. Now, this status effect is a lot more unique than the other ones. It actually removes all the supplies from your enemy. Now, let's say you're hitting with freeze and then you suddenly hit your crit chance. Now your damage overall is increased because there's no way for the enemy to defend themselves because they have a 3-second cooldown. And now to wrap up the video, I'm going to be talking about why I think which status effect takes the cake for the best status effect in Tanki Online, or a status effect augment in Tanki Online. For me, it has to go to EMP, only because not only do you remove all their supplies, the enemy has a cooldown for 3 seconds, meaning that they have no way to physically kill you. With AP, they're still able to do their double damage. The only effect is that they don't have their armor anymore, but with EMP specifically, their speed, their armor, and their double damage is completely nerfed. For fire, it's a little bit more better, only because if you have yourself at a safe distance, the burn effect kind of kills them, but the damage isn't that crazy. It's like 55 per tick, which isn't that much, but at the end point, it sometimes might be enough just to kill an enemy or to win a battle. The most useless one I would go to is Cryo, only because it's only notorious for being annoying, and it's just overall, like, if you don't have any other status effects, you might as well not use it at this point. I think any other blue augment right now, or rare augments, are just better than Cryo. I mean, if you do pull them in a container, you might as well just not use it at all. And that basically wraps up the video. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask them in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, so it gives me the motivation to post more videos like this all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in another one. Peace.